guys, welcome back to your favorite channel, Jurassic Edge, your host Alessandro Guerra, and today we're going to be taking a look at another review from the Jurassic World Battle at Bedrock exclusive figures, the Allosaurus. He's on sale right now. He's really cheap, so I decided to pick him up. I went on a toy hunt yesterday. If you haven't seen the video, please go check it out.
This is very hectic out here. But here, as you guys can see, we got the attack packs.
I went to 3 different stores trying to find the new attack packs and the dual attacks. I couldn't find them, but I will not stop. So today, I'm going to show to you guys and review what I picked up yesterday. I already had a first one, but I like to keep them in the package. I'm not going to open them since he is a Battle at Big Rock exclusive, so I will open this for you guys. There's a lot to talk about, guys, so let's get right into the review. Starting off with the brand new artwork, you got the T-Rex right here, you got Dino Rival, a purplish background, you got the Triceratops right here, no Owen, you got Allosaurus down here in the bottom, you got Battle at Big Rock, the brand new emblem on the side, on the right hand side of the box. You got the Allosaurus right here, looking beautiful with this a pretty much brand new mold. You've got the background right here with Rexy. You have the instruction manuals to the buttons that show you the dual attack features, and you have the Jurassic World logo right here. Moving on to the back, you have Allosaurus here battling against the Colores there, which I do have. I will bring you guys a review very soon. You have here the Allosaurus showing off its brand new features. You have here the Concavinator, which I also have, and the Triceratops, which I reviewed. If you guys can go check it out, I'd really appreciate it. And you have the stats here for the collector card. Alright guys, let's crack this guy open and let's see what he's all about. Alright guys, so cracking him open is very simple. You're just going to grab your scissors and you're going to clip off right here on the 2 sides the elastic rubber bands to hold them in place. Pull them right out, and there you have your Allosaurus. Alright guys, so we pulled out the card. I am gonna forcefully rip the tape off. There you guys go, no breakage, just as always. Beautiful artwork in the background. You guys can see you have a kind of a building in the background, yellow scenery in the back, looking beautiful. You got the new Allosaurus there painted in its beautiful color scheme and new mold. And down here you have the stats. For strength, he is a 7. For speed, he is a 7. For smarts, he is a 3. And for ferocity, he is an 8. Pretty ferocious dinosaur. He's got good stats. And here we have it, guys. The Allosaurus opened up and out of its packaging. Alright, so starting off real quick here, I'm going to start off with the coloration. Throughout the entire portion of the figure, on the underside, he is kind of a yellowish khaki color all the way through, which blends in very nicely with the blue colors on top. Kind of has a great white shark kind of a feel to it, like the darker dorsal part of the body on top, and then the proximal part of the body on towards the bottom being kind of a lighter color, which I do enjoy. It gives it a nice overall blend of different colorations. Alright, so we're gonna start off here with the head. We have this beautiful Allosaurus classic crest on the top of the head with beautiful sculpt within there. As you guys can see, you got that nice little ridgings and the brow right over here, right under the crest. You have the eye colored in there nicely with a yellow color and with a little black pupil in the middle. You guys got nice sculpting all the way, leading all the way down to the neck. You guys have here nice colored in and greatly sculpted teeth, actually. They are colored in kind of a white color, an off-white. Here you guys got the snout right there. You guys got blue coming in from one portion of the snout, blending into the khaki under here. You guys got right here the cartilage, colored in there with like kind of a pinkish color. You got the jaw looking muscular. As you guys can see all the details in the musculature here and over here. The jaw is articulated as well for the action feature. And inside of the mouth, you guys can see nice sculpting with inside the upper portion of the jaw. Moving on here, going down to the neck, you guys have nice spikes moving down all the way, kind of making its way from a lower standpoint, and then they get bigger, and then they get smaller, and then they get bigger. It's kind of like a nice little detailed pattern we have going on there. I really do enjoy that. The little things do count. So we have here the creasings within the neck. Nice pattern like blendings of blue. As you guys can see, the blue makes its way from the snout to the crest all the way along down to the neck. And then right here, it starts to kind of blend in there with the khaki. As for the arms, they are very, very, very muscular. As you can see, the triceps, you got the biceps, the forearms, nice claws, but they're not colored in. Would have been very nice to have them colored in. I mean, at least for like a special edition figure like this. The arms are articulated as well. They go in and out. They go 360 as well, just like so. And they articulate specifically for the action feature. Okay, so I will get to that in a minute. You guys can see here you have kind of a fold here to make it look like when the arms are stretched outward, that it looks like they're bending, like they actually went in and put that detail there. It's actually very, very nice touch. Then you guys got more folds. You see the rib outlines there. You guys got like a big old fold here within the stomach, giving it kind of a heavy feel to the figure. Looking very nice. You guys have on the top portion here, the blue continues. And you guys have the actual buttons here for the attack features, which I will show you in a minute. Under here, nothing too much going on. It turns very bland. You do have the speckling colors in there. You know, Mattel figures always are gonna have that. But there isn't really that much sculpt underneath. Down to the legs. The blue continues all the way down into the legs, which is a very nice touch as well. You guys got the blue kind of ending here in the calf region. Kind of in front of the calf right there. You guys have very, very bird-like legs, as you guys can see. You guys have the scalings there of a very bird-like foot, which looks beautiful. You guys have folds, the calf looking very nice, the ankles, the musculature. As for leg articulation, the legs do go in and out, just like so, and they do articulate 360 as well. Nice articulation within the leg. Here's the scan code in case you guys wanted it. Now underneath, the toe claws aren't colored, and there isn't really much sculpt underneath at all, actually. But the toe claws are colored on top, so that is a very nice touch. Towards the top, you guys see the spikes kind of dole out on top where the buttons are, so it doesn't hurt the children, I guess. But they do reappear here in the back portion, as you guys can see right here. They connect with the articulated tail. The tail does articulate 360, just like so. You got the blue on top, kind of making its way to a finish right here, halfway through the tail. It is all a hard plastic, but this half of the tail is a soft plastic, giving it a nice real feel to finish to the figure. As for sculpt on the tail, I mean, it kind of gets bland. There's not really too much going on. There is a curvature to the tail, which gives it a nice mobile kind of a feel to it. On the other side, you do have scarring on the tail as well. On this side, we have lots of scarring along the stomach. On the leg too, we also have, I think that's kind of it for the scarring. But it is a Battle at Big Rock figure, so he will be going against the tank of an Pseudoceratops. So for the action features we have here, you press the back of the tail and that activates the arm slashing gimmick, as you guys can see. And if you guys go up to the button closest to the head, you guys can get the jaw snapping motion. But the thing about mine is whenever I use it, it kind of gets stuck in the top jaw. So I'll show you guys that right now. Oh, well, it didn't get stuck. There we go. You guys see that right there? It got stuck. Oh well, what am I gonna do about this? Overall, my initial thoughts of the figure, I mean, it's a nice figure. It's a brand new sculpt from the previous Allosaurus that we have gotten. So now what I'm gonna do is just show you guys different comparisons, including with the previous release of the Allosaurus figure, Roarvor, that we have gotten before. So guys, here we go. And here you guys have it. Here's the Battle at Big Rock Allosaurus next to the Roarvor's Allosaurus. As for height, the Roarvor Allosaurus kind of does stand a little taller, you know, but I think that's just because of the big blocky head that he does have. As for the detail and sculpt and the crest, he does have more coloration and detail within the crest. As you guys can see, the highlighted red crest, which is very significant to the Allosaurus whenever we see representations of him. And here he's just overall just blue, but they make up for it with the beautiful sculpt and the new head mold, which looks a lot more realistic than this childlike head sculpt. The other things, I mean, everything else is basically different except for the arms. As you guys can see, it's basically just the same retool of the arm motion and articulation, except the arms just stayed the same. You know, it's the same molded arms, and the legs as well. As you guys can see there, the legs, they are molded exactly alike. As you guys can see right there. And of course, unfortunately, the Battle at Big Rock Allosaurus does not make sounds, while the Roarvors does make sounds. The tail is different as well. The tail here is a little more straightened out. It has that curvature, but it's a little more straightened out than this, exaggerating the bent tail to the side. I mean, that's pretty much all there is when it comes to comparisons between the two. And here he is, you guys, next to the original Carnotaurus by Mattel. They scaled up a little off, you know. The Allosaurus is a lot smaller than the Carnotaurus. I would have rather preferred that they scaled down the Carnotaurus, you know, because the Carnotaurus isn't supposed to be this big. But otherwise, we came out with a beautiful sculpt of a Carnotaurus, and these guys truly do look beautiful together. And I can't wait to make a review on the Carnotaurus, because it is one of my favorite figures. But these guys scale up. Carnotaurus is a little taller and a lot longer. Everything about the Carnotaurus here is just a lot more massive than the Allosaurus. I would have liked for them to switch sizes. Let me give you guys an aerial shot view so you guys can see what's going on here. You guys can see right there. Two beautiful figures. Here he is next to the cute and tiny little Colurus, which we did get for an attack pack. And the Allosaurus absolutely dwarfs it, but they scale up nicely. They have very similar blue colors on them, but other than that, I mean, they do look very nice all together. You guys get the aerial shot view right here, so you guys can see for length how long it is compared to the Allosaurus. And there we have it, guys. I'm gonna give you guys one more comparison. Here we have him with a mercenary figure. For size, they got him pretty perfect. I mean, the Allosaurus does scale up next to a 6 foot tall human this size. So congrats to Mattel for getting that size very adequately correct. And there you guys can see how menacing he does look next to a mercenary, like he's about to chomp down on his head. And then we can come up and I'll show you an aerial shot view of them together so you guys can see for height. Very nice all together. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this Allosaurus. I mean, my initial thoughts were the Allosaurus is a great looking figure, great sculpt, new remold, absolutely nice that we get to have another version of the Allosaurus. I know that the Roarvors one was a juvenile. This is most likely the sculpt of an adult, but overall, nice detail throughout the figure. So I couldn't be any more happier. You know, they released the Dinosaur with him, and they look spectacular together. They do look like they belong in the same universe. As for the Battle at Big Rock, I heard that there was supposed to be a short film coming out with Hobbs and Shaw, but it never did. Hopefully they do decide to release it within a future film, and we get to see this guy actually in a full-grown capacity taking down the Dinosaur. Maybe soon we'll get to see it, and let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully they listen to us fans and they release it. So thank you guys for watching, and I really do appreciate the support. Comment down below what you guys think of the new mold and the new edition of the Allosaurus to the new special exclusive edition of the Battle at Big Rock figures. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Again, thank you guys. Peace.